welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you one of my favorite products ever. I'm going to give you my review on it. It's not a first impression review. I've had it for over a year, so my review's pretty darn solid. However, my first impression of it was great and has stayed great this whole time. It is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydrating Foundation. This foundation is cruelty-free. You can get medium to full coverage on it if you want to apply one thin layer or if you want to do like a thicker layer. It's totally up to you. No matter what you do, this foundation does not look cakey. That is something that has been such a struggle for me, to find a foundation that actually lasts all day, one that doesn't look cakey, one that's cruelty-free, one that matches my skin tone. I've been through my fair share of foundations. Some drugstore, some name brand, some liquid, some powder, sometimes both. I'll use concealers, I'll use setting powders, I'll use everything to try and make it work. Finally, this foundation, oh my goodness, is sent from heaven. It is like perfect. Where has this been the past? Anyways, finally, this foundation is the one. It does last all day, and I'm going to show you that. It's morning right now. I still have a few hours before work, and then I'm going to go to work and do a 5-hour shift. And then after work, I have an hour workout. So it'll be a full day's worth of wear plus a workout at the end of the day where I've sweat through, and you're gonna see what it does. Also, it's great for workout and stuff like that, because normally when I've gone to work out, if I have any acne spots after my workout, they're like emphasized, super red, super like awful. The rest of my skin gets really pale and I look sick, and it's horrendous. Like, it's not good. People ask me if I'm okay, and I'm like, yes, I'm fine. Stop pointing out my flaws. Like, I'm okay. But the foundations do this to me, and Smashbox, your foundation does not do this to me. So thank you. This foundation looks good. At the end of the day, I apologize for my barking dogs. And here's one of them. Yeah, Duke loves Smashbox too, don't you, bud? Yes, Duke does. He agrees. Cruelty-free, Duke's got the thumbs up on it. It's cruelty-free, it lasts all day, and it doesn't make my acne look bad at the end of the day, even after a workout like most foundations do. Some of you might be saying, oh, but Sydney, you still have some acne spots in there, and it's not good. And first of all, let me just say, ant flow is real. Let's just get that out of the way. I'm 20 years old and I still break out when it's that time of the month for me. So acne is normal. Let's not try to pretend it doesn't exist here. And it's not because Smashbox has terrible coverage or anything like that. It's actually just because these are open right now and they're really quite enlarged, and that's actually just my fault for not being able to leave my skin alone. So that one is totally on me for, yeah. Anyway, sorry. So I am going to go ahead and let you watch me put it on now. I will talk to you at the end of the day and let you see how I look at the end of the day after my full day of, daytime and then work and then workout and all that fun stuff. And we will talk after. So here we go. All right, so embrace that natural skin. My beautiful acne, totally natural, totally fine. Anyways, I'm using this brush here. It's one by Eco Tools. It's actually a buffing brush, but I find it works great with my foundation. I actually just apply the foundation directly onto the brush with just one pump, no more, sometimes less if I want. Looks about that much, less than a dime amount, not even kidding. Then I'm just gonna dab it on my face so it is kind of evenly spread out, and then I don't just start rubbing it in right away. I kind of start dabbing it in. This helps to make sure that it's more evenly spread rather than just starting from those blobs and just rubbing it out. That makes it end up being thicker in the middle and then thinner on the edges. And I like to keep things even, so I do this before I start rubbing it out and blending it out that way, and then I can start to buff it out and smooth it out, and it gives it a much more flawless finish rather than an uneven, thicker in the middle, thinner on the edges sort of look. Now you can already tell a huge difference in my skin from where we started to where we are now. Obviously those acne spots I pointed out earlier to you that are open are not going to end up getting fully covered, because that's just what happens when you have an open wound. You can't cover it up, but everything else looks great, and it's not cakey. It looks like my natural skin, and it's super easy to buff out. Now I'm just continuing to blend it out. You don't need to continue much past this. I think I just was feeling extra this morning, so I might speed things up just a hair because you really don't need to do as much as I'm doing here. Alright, yeah, so super extra with the blending this morning, but after I finish with that, I do usually take my hands and just blend it out one more time to make sure everything is solid and fresh and ready to go, and help finish setting it into place. And then we're done with that, and it looks awesome. Here's my before, and here's the after. So jumping ahead now, I have put on my eye makeup. But I now need to do my concealer, and I'm completely out of concealer, so I'm just going to take this foundation one more time onto these spots here. Usually they tell you to get a concealer that's one shade lighter than your foundation, but I didn't have that luxury, so these spots aren't going to look perfect because I didn't have concealer, and so there's nothing to balance out that redness. But with just a little bit, I'm going to take it under my eyes and over those spots one more time to see if I can get just a little bit more coverage on them, and blend it out with my finger rather than trying to rub it in super harshly. By using my finger and kind of dabbing it on, tapping it on the way that I am, then you avoid getting it underneath any skin flakes you might have or loose skin, so it doesn't get under there and dry it up more. It just kind of sets it on top and blends it into one even layer. Alrighty, so one more time over with the brush to finish with blending. I'm going to apply blush, contour, all that fun stuff, and then we're off to start our day. Okay friends, I am headed to work. My car sounds like it's dying, but let's not worry about that and how many judging looks I'm getting for recording myself and driving. Don't try this at home. But you can see my skin still looks good for the first few hours that it's already been on, and that includes playing with my dogs, and that includes one that does not ever stop licking me. So I will get back to you after my workout. Okay, I am headed home from the gym. I'll talk to you more once I'm actually in my house and breathing again. Okay, it is officially the end of the day. I have made it through playing with 3 dogs, going to work, working out, and for the purpose of this video, I did not wash my face right after I got home from the gym, just to show you what it would look like if you were in a situation where you ended up sweating just a little bit and maybe your face was oily or anything like that, just to show you that the foundation will last. Now, any skincare professional would tell you just not to wear any makeup when you go to the gym. I know that, but I work out right after I get off work. I actually work at the gym, so my classes are right after I get off. I don't have time to like wash my face beforehand. Sorry, I'm human, don't hate me, but I do wash my face right when I get home, so I'm doing something right. I do wash my face right when I get home, but for the purpose of this video, I did not wash my face, and I have been waiting to shower until it's like bedtime. So I've been wearing my foundation for 12 hours, maybe 14, I don't know. It's been a hot minute at least. So I'm just gonna show you with my wonderful close-up skills that are so famous. The only thing is this one here and this one here that got dried up. Everything else has stayed pretty fairly covered, and I think that that is just awesome. I mean, I don't think I look sick. If you think I look sick, you can let me know, but I hope you don't think I look sick either. So there's that. It's a great foundation. It is $36. A few years ago, I would have thought, oh my gosh, that's insanely expensive, but I will tell you that it's actually awesome. I would look for a $12 to $15 foundation most of the time, But I started using this one and it looks small, but this bottle will last me 6 to 7 months. And a drugstore foundation won't last me that long because I need to use more when I apply it to get the results that I want. So that is something that I think is worth it, is this one for $36. The shade I'm using is for fair skin with neutral undertones. It is in the shade 0.3. Sephora doesn't have this in store anymore, and honestly I don't know if Ulta does anymore because Smashbox came out with a new line of foundation, but it is available on their website. And Smashbox website is awesome because it's always free shipping, free returns if you had to return something, and you get free samples with every order. You get like up to 3 free samples or something like that. So, I mean, it's not going to cost you any more to have to get it online versus in store. I love that they have such a wide range of colors, so for warm, neutral, or cool undertones, and then for every shade in there as well. It's an awesome variety. It's an awesome quality product, and it's definitely my favorite foundation that I have ever used. It lasts, it moisturizes without making it oily. It is just literally perfect for any skin type. My skin type is combination. There are days where it's extra oily, there are days where it's extra dry, there are days where it's combination. This fits every single time. Smashbox you can access on their website. You can access this foundation in name brand stores like Ulta, Sephora, all that fun stuff. You can head into any of your stores and get color matched if you don't know what your undertones are. But like I said, they do a lot of free returns on their website. If you're having issues with something, they are so great at helping out. So this is a foundation that I would definitely recommend and say is worth the shot. So that is it for this video today. You can let me know your thoughts by giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel, letting me know down in the comments. I am officially overdue for my shower, so I'm gonna go and do that and get everything washed off so I can feel clean and relaxed again. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.